Good morning, Arizona. It is now 7:30, and we continue to follow some breaking news out of Scottsdale at the northwest corner of Shea and Scottsdale Road, where police are telling us as of about a half hour ago that they were making contact with a suspect they think could be linked to three, possibly four murders here in the valley.
Yeah, so it's big developments. We've been waiting for a break or an update in this case. Where we just got our crews to the ground. They are there at the scene. We want to check in with Cameron Riddle, who is live right across from that extended stay where there is a heavy police presence this morning.
Yeah, that is all inside of this business park here at 69th Street and Shea. Inside, there was a large police presence from Scottsdale Police and Phoenix Police. Here's a Phoenix Police vehicle pulling up now. This situation is obviously not over as reinforcements continue to come in. At what stage of escalation are they at on the other side of this gated area? We do not know, but Scottsdale Police have given us the most information we have gotten on this case all day and since the weekend, telling us that they are attempting suspect contact at the extended stay hotel here at 69th Street, and this is right here directly. This is the entrance of 69th Street and Shea. So there are a lot of businesses back there in this area. You have the Clean Free gas station that is here on this corner. We also have Chopper that you're looking at right now. And as I'm looking at the Chopper pictures on my feed here, you can kind of see that the building that is in question, the extended stay, is kind of isolated in its own area, but within this big business park. In it within, as I said, you have the Clean Free gas station, which if you've been to any Clean Freak, you know that that's going to be a popular place when it does open. Also back there, you have a pediatric and speak language office. You have a dentist office. There is a nail salon. There is the Golf Course Association superintendent offices back there. And then you just have this large shopping plaza, which is made up of things of a chiropractor, a gym. We have a nail salon. So this is a heavily populated area. Obviously, it is still early on a Monday morning at 7:30. So we don't know how many people would normally be back there at this time, but you can only imagine as the day goes on how big of a popular place that this is going to be. This is one of the most busiest places in Scottsdale, so obviously it's getting a lot of attention as there is lots of media and lots of police that are out here. But this is a story that this moment could be the culmination of 3 days of heinous and violent crimes that has really scared a lot of people in both the Scottsdale and Phoenix community, and people who are in the mental health and legal community who fear that they may be targeted for this spring of crimes that possibly up until now has not really given us any hints of as to why this is happening. This started on Thursday when Stephen Pitt was shot and killed outside of his Scottsdale office. He was a forensic psychiatrist, and then on Friday, at the time, of course, we did not know that these crimes were related when this came out, but later we found out that the deaths of Laura Anderson and Valeria Sharp were shot and killed on Friday. They were two paralegals at a law firm. They were shot and killed inside of their offices. One of the women was able to run out to the street while bleeding from her head and flag down a bus driver who called 911. She unfortunately died at the hospital. And then we thought that we officially maybe have a serial killer on the loose come Friday afternoon, as police told us that those two incidents were connected. So as of right now, still here Monday at 7:34, we can only confirm to you that 3 of these deaths, according to Scottsdale and Phoenix police, are connected to the suspect that is in some capacity here at this business park. But on Saturday, as the investigations of the previous 3 deaths were still ongoing, we learned of the death of 72-year-old Marshall Levine, a hypnotherapist who was shot and killed inside of his offices on Saturday morning. So obviously this has put this city on edge. This is a city that last year had all of 5 homicides for all of 2017. For 365 days, they had less than a handful. But here in the span of 3 days or a couple of hours, the time that could be spent within a weekend, 4 people have been shot and killed in Phoenix and Scottsdale. Police believe that it could be all connected. They believe it is all connected, at least 3 of those deaths, to someone who is in this business park. Police are trying to make contact with a man or a suspect. I won't say man or woman, but a suspect that is at this extended stay hotel here at 69th Street and Shea. Of course, we are staying on top of this. Scottsdale or Phoenix Police has not given us any indication of what is going on here other than the press release telling us that this location was a point of interest. And so, of course, naturally, we came here. They have not given us any update about the identity of the person. Is there outstanding threats? We've only been able to see that sketch that witnesses were able to come up with over the past few days of these murders. So we are standing by minute to minute waiting for some kind of activity. There are a lot of reports about what could be going on in this business park and in this hotel. But right now, I can only tell you that police are trying to make contact with a suspect that they believe is connected to at least 3 of the 4 deaths that we have seen happen here in the Valley since Thursday. Guys, back to you.
Cameron, I know they're keeping you at a distance, but have you been able to see, have they any maybe guests of that hotel or motel that have been evacuated, or there have been people who have been walked out and cleared out of this area?
No, we haven't seen that. And of course, the best vantage point as I step away over back to my monitor is from our Lions Roofing News chopper, which is high above and can see if any activity. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing right now is not a lot of movement as my feet is frozen out here. But from my vantage point here on the street along Shea, we're not able to see the doorways of this hotel. But my photographer, Mike Smith, if you'll pan that way just over toward the Clean Freak gas station, you'll see behind it, you can see parts of the extended stay hotel, which from our view can only reveal some windows, no doors, no activity. We're blocked by this big gate as well as the other businesses around. But we've been seeing this steady line. Mike, if you'll go over under this gate, you'll see a steady line of SWAT vehicles, police vehicles from both Phoenix and Scottsdale that are arriving here on the scene. So right now it is a big mystery and a waiting game. A lot of people are on edge about this. We've heard from people in the communities of the legal community as well as the medical community as wondering, are we just being targeted at random? Police say they don't have that kind of fear, that they didn't want people to go back into their offices today. So it sounds like there is a connection. What that connection is, we are waiting to find out.
And Cameron, you mentioned that there's a lot of stories out there. There's a lot of Twitter reports saying this guy has committed suicide, but we will wait and get the official word from Scottsdale PD as they have promised to do so. So we'll take a quick break here, and we'll get right back on this after this